and start streaming. Now I'm there. Spectacular. Oh, let me go here. Let me go to the tube. The tube of you. And I gotta go look at my own stream because I don't know how to link anything yet. That was streamed 2 hours ago. What? No, no, no. Wrong. Get away. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. I don't know where I am. I'm in the workshop. That's crazy. If anyone's joining in, I can't read the chat yet. I am... Oh my gosh, that was a popsicle ad. I don't know where I am. I didn't know what a bomb pop was. I just saw bomb and I'm like, carpet bomb. Wow. If anyone's joining in, I can't read the chat.
Wait, go to the webcam.
Don't stay out of the Discord.
Oh my gosh, that was a
stay out of the
ad.
Discord.
I don't know where I am.
I didn't know what a bomb pop was. I just saw bomb and I'm like, carpet
bomb.
Oh no. If anyone's joining in.
Oh no, I've made echoes. Oh shit. Stop the echoes.
Did I stop him?
Call me Max the way I stop. Okay. Hello. Howdy. The voices, yeah. So there you got a glimpse into my head there. Hopefully I got that's it. Nope. Turn you off for now. Okay. Now oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I have access to that. Okay, guys, welcome. First and foremost, welcome back. Sorry, you're late. No, you're not late. I'm late, but I'm here now. First, let me do a little copy, a little cop. Oh my God. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Whoa! Whoa! God damn it! Is anyone else seeing that shit? Oh my God! Oh my God, that... This... Holy shit. Holy crap. That's like me. Go on, share the screen. Hold on. Hold on. That is the most, this is the most horrifying shit I have ever seen in my fucking life. I'm afraid to look at it, dude. I am afraid. Oh my, I'm going to show it for a second. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Hey, that takes the fucking cake. Oh my God. Yeah, I fucking died, dude. Oh my. Hey, Caden Trades, I'm not even kidding. Get the fuck out of here for 5 seconds. I fucking beg you. I'm just gonna show it up for 5 seconds. Oh my God, did they just rotoscope me over Matt Pat and Springtrap? I'm appalled. I am appalled. I'm appalled. I am, consider me shook. Consider me... They did it all their own way. What an artistic expression. I'm gonna pop it up on screen for half a second, but I literally can't look at it. Whoever did that, they fucking cooked. In such a way as to absolutely, like, that made my, I'm afraid to look at it. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. So let me, hey, Fire Ant, let me say, GG, you win. You win. Visceral reaction. I gotta go to the monitor at some point. I didn't know it was gonna happen this early. I now have to do the rest of the, I have to, like, you win. You win! Fire Ant wins, everybody! Fire Ant wins! Son of a bitch. Literally. Can holy crap. And this is, hey, GG no re, I surrender, you win. That is the craziest shit I have ever seen, dude. That is the craziest shit I have ever witnessed. I'm lightheaded. That's how, oh my, wow. Dude, holy crap, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. Are you ready, Caden Trades? Are you ready? Are you ready? You ready to see what happened? Here's what happened, okay? You asked for it. It's horrifying. It's bloody horrifying, okay? This is why Okay, so does anyone know, just before we go, just so I can warm you up to what's about to fucking happen. Is anyone aware of the MatPat and Springtrap pregnant edit? Now, the artist that was commissioned to do the following art that we're about to witness didn't even copy this, from what I hear. They did it their own way. And you know what? Fire Ant won. They won because they made, I'm going to show up for half a second and then I literally can't show it because I cannot look at it. For like half a second, I'm going to click on it. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? It's gonna happen. And then I gotta deke the fuck out of here. I don't think I'll get demonetized. I should, because this is some demonic level shit right here. Are you ready? Boom! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck is that? I've new wallpaper. No, the new wallpaper is gonna be the blood stain on the back of my wall back here after I inevitably play Russian roulette 15 times in the hopes of winning or losing. Cursed AF. It's beyond cursed. I'm glad that what I've done has inspired people to put out their own money to commission artwork of Sherlock Spiner. So there you go. Yeah, Fire Ant. It's so fucking repulsive. GG no re. I'm not even kidding, bro. That was a different level. And out of the gate too, I didn't have a chance to get my breath. I was gonna start this stream. Want to know what I was gonna do? I was gonna start a minute early, and I was gonna let everybody frickin' set it as a server emote. That's a great idea. I'll do it. I was gonna do a round or two of fucking Slither.io. And just chill, because there were some announcements I was gonna make, and I'm still gonna make them. I just have to now regain my composure. Which, may I just say, you somehow made Current-chan look like the fucking devil incarnate, bro. That was crazy shit, dude. Can I ask, is it okay to ask how much you paid for that, what's the opposite of masterpiece? For that, was that the trans agenda? Perhaps. Was it true? Disaster piece. Disaster piece. Perfect. Thank you. That's that hit me hard, and I'm out. Yeah. I was not expecting that. $20. They said 13. But I thought. You know what? It's horrific. I literally can't go to the Discord because I can't even I just can't. I personally just fucking can't. But you know, GG and $20 well spent. Because yeah, that was because the last common trans W. You know what? If you know, as Mosiman says, whatever, you know, everywhere you go, there you are. $20 well spent is what I was gonna say. That got me. I was going to. That was supposed to be for the absolute massacre that was the 14th. Nothing. I'm sorry, everyone else, but nothing came fucking close. Nothing came close to that. That was like that wasn't even my worst nightmare. That was worse than what than my whatever I could have been expecting. That was the craziest shit I have seen to date. And so I just got to say GG. And with that being said, I got a couple of announcements I'm going to try to slide into. And then I'll get forward to painting something, or I just go about doing, or I just talk to the screen the entire time as I just try to forget everything that has happened in the last 11 minutes of the stream. That was the first, like, when was that posted? I'm going to have to take that was 2 minutes into the stream. Dude, that was crazy. Glad you liked it, but I got to go. Damn. Okay, so you're just flying over, freaking dropping a bomb like this is Japan all over again. Prepare for a meme. I'm going to censor your stupid meme, C-Nisty. I gave Fire Ant the go-ahead because... Did we die yet? I'm going to die soon. I'm going to die. And it's going to be crazy. I don't know if anyone got the Battlefield 1 headshot sound effect reference when I don't know if that lines up good when I do that. I might have to test it. For me it is. Oh my gosh, guys. It is chaos underneath the desk. Because I just dropped, it lines up great. Okay, that's good. I dropped like $500. I'm poor, I can't afford Helldivers 2, but I dropped $500 to get some new streaming stuff to get us all to get set up for the next era of streams, okay? You can't see any of it, but you have probably you've probably heard of it. Perhaps you have heard in the background some noises happening in the background of the streaming so far. Autocorrect? Cool. So I bought a soundboard, which is cool. Now I can, and I bought it because, for one, when I would go to transition to painting here, wow, my Renault's. But when I would go to transition to painting, I would have to close out of a whole bunch of tabs and stuff to get there because the screens are all nuts and absolutely crazy. Managed democracy needs me, Sherlock. Before I hold on, this is great. Sorry. Before I delete this, because I have to delete it to uphold my where I am. I go to transition. No, not anytime soon. Not me. I will actually just. I'm going to save that. That's a funny meme. But now I am going to delete this sucker. I gotta roll with an iron fist. That's abhorrent, is what I mean to say. What I mean to say is screw off. Also, stencil for memes. We've got people cooking in the meme channel. Let me show off that real quick. We have horsing around. Hold on. It says horsing around. Name every horse, and then it's me with a gun, with mold lines. So if you know a thing or two about home defense, if I see something with mold lines, if someone's holding the gun up, I'm not gonna pull mine out on them. I'm just gonna walk up and bop them in the nose, and call it a day. But as I was saying, gotta get used to that. But I'm getting used to it slowly but surely. There were a whole bunch of tabs I had to get through if I wanted to transition my scenes. If I wanted to switch from
the webcam to painting or to the monitor to witness whatever's going on there. Got him. And so I got a board that's going to help me do that. The board can also pull stuff up that I need that we're constantly accessing. It can also toggle and untoggle audio, so I can mute. I can unmute myself. I can turn the desktop audio on or off, depending on if we're watching a video or whatever rabbit holes we're going down. And there's sound effects, which is fun. I gotta work on my head bop. I just go back. I need to whip my head, except I'm afraid to get my headphones off. But I want to learn that because that would be hilarious to do, and I could simulate a headshot. So there's all that happening there. Also, one thing to note, very excited about this, and this is not only for streaming, this is also going to be for the future of videos, of painting videos, because good golly, in see, Nisty, I also found the Backrooms movie. Anywho, sorry. But if you watch the videos, you'll see it's not at 60 frames per second when I'm recording from this camera. I'll spare you the fiasco I had to learn about technology and BS, but if we go to painting, hopefully that's all smooth now. I can shake my hands around and it's not crazy like lagging. It's actually moving and everything's a whole lot smoother as far as that all goes. Discord movie night when? I don't know. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. It'll be something. But so now this records all smooth. It's going to be awesome. I'm so pumped about that. That was outrageously expensive. I had to buy an HDMI cord, very thick cord, by the way. Look at how thick this sucker is. Look at that. It that's what powers the neighborhood, is cords that thick. Ha 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 ha. Funny. I love that. But so there's that, and that cord hooks into a certain thing that then hooks into another cord that goes into a computer, but it's able to record smoothly. It will also be able to record in the future, because I think I have an idea of what the gaming stream's going to be, but all smooth there. Awesome. It can also record console stuff if I hook up a Wii U, a Nintendo Switch, an Xbox, if I have that. You watched Spaceballs recently in the local cinema, fair enough. But I want to play Lego City Undercover. If anyone knows Lego City Undercover, I haven't played that in, oh my gosh, I think it's been 10 years since I've played Lego City Undercover. And it was from what I remember, it was the greatest game, one of the greatest games I've ever played. And so I am going to play that on stream. People say TF2 stream. No. It's going to be Lego City Undercover. And we just have to accept that. It's going to be fucking awesome. I'm so excited to do that. That, or also, Chase the Goat. Freaking hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, dude. But also, I mentioned it in my Discord. I found a phantom drive on my computer. So I've talked about how I'm not able to install any games because there's literally only 5 gigabytes left of space on my PC. Yeah, turns out that was wrong. And I have an entire drive with over 1 terabyte of information that I saw, but I thought it was fake, but it turns out it's real. Which means I'm able to install games on this 10-year-old, 15-year-old 11-year-old computer, and we're going to be able to do some absolute shenanigans on that. So that's going to be insane. I just got to figure out how to download stuff onto that. It's going to be incredible, and I'm so freaking excited to do all that. But yeah, I didn't think the drive existed, but it does exist. It was just internal. Internal. Well, no. It was internal. So that's sick as all heck. I'm going to be able to install Uma Musume Pretty Derby and play that. And we're going to, speaking of Curran-chan, which, there's fan art of me and Curran-chan now out on the internet. But anyway, son of a bitch, I caught my cord. But now we're going to be able to freaking race. I already have legacies all done. It's going to be so great and awesome. And I'm so stoked. I'm so excited
But yeah, I spent a lot of money on all. I have a lot invested in this, but it's worth it because we get to, you know, have moments like this. Fortunately, I have to go bye-bye. Boxberry, thank you for tuning in. It means the world. Thanks for... thanks, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to tune into the first 20 minutes of the stream. It was directed at me. Don't think it was. So the answer is yeah. Fair enough. Also, what the heck did you say, Mossy? Plead TF2 stream. My family needs the £2 30 quid you paid me per 2 hours or promotion. You're sorry you have to go now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Mossyman, no. They're staying there until there's more money to free them than there is to keep them hostage, which I don't have a running tally, except I do in my head because I'm a bit of a genius that way. Just kidding. But it's $20. It's $30 to free Mossy's family, £2 to, or no, $30 to keep them held hostage, £2 to not free them. Once we get, or to free them. Once we get a higher amount paid to free them, then I'll free the family. But you know, there's got to be payments. You don't think the family is alive? They're alive. You want me to go? Should I go check in on them? Let me go check in on them. No. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Hey, buddy. Okay, so heads up for you. Hey, you look at me when I'm talking. Look at me. Look at me. Hey, so your son has only paid £2 to free you. People have paid $30 now. Don't move. Don't move. Move again. Move again. Move again. They moved again. But as soon as there's more money to free than there is to not free you, you're good to go. You're good. So, you know, it's Mossy's fault. He's not doing his fair part. Okay. I'm leaving you now. Don't move again. Okay, so I just went into the other room. I had to leave the workshop. I don't know if you probably didn't hear nothing, but I checked in. Everyone's all good. Everyone's fine, really. I'm giving them proper rations. It's good as gold. I gave them my food today because I'm fasting, because for the past 4 days I've intaken so much stuff that I feel like I could beat Joey Chestnut in a race. So I'm not eating or drinking. I'm fasting for the day, at least until dinner, because I guess I'm being taken out to dinner, which, you know, that's cool. But it'll break my, so that'll be my break fast. Fun fact for you: is your family alive? Yeah, I just said I gave them my rations. They're doing fine. They're doing a-okay. A-okay. Now, let's actually get into the meat and potatoes of the stream and actually continue, I should say, painting some Warhammer. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? I won't be yapping. I'll just we'll paint it. We'll see how much more this happens, because I think maybe at some point I'll go to vehicles. I might do vehicles only, just so they're big things that we can all focus on. We'll see. But we're gonna do these Death Guard. We're gonna see what we can't get done with them. Okay. So let me show you exactly what we're working with real quick. First, let me change to the beautiful 60 frames per second. Let me move all this out of the way. You haven't heard from them, Mossy. I don't know what to tell you. Not a lot. There's not good Wi-Fi. There isn't good Wi-Fi in my area, good sir. So that's probably, by the way, I dehumanize you in my head. Isn't that the whole point? Isn't that just part of being a streamer? I don't seem real anymore, right? Isn't that something that happens? I don't remember. We still have brass to paint though, so let us away, as Flame would say. Oh my god, I can play my actual favorite game of all time because I can hook up the Switch. I have a favorite game of all time, like my favorite, like it's my favorite game, period. Like number one, it goes that game, and then it goes to Battlefield 1, and then whatever else.
but I have a favorite game on the Switch that I'll actually be able to play at some point. Oh, this is going to be so fun. I'm excited, guys. It's going to be sick. Stop using the mouse, Sherlock, you frickin' silly goober. Paint. What rhymes with bras? Bras or brass? Bras or brass? What is this? Oh, nope. I don't want to delete that or download that. I don't know what's happening there. Bras or brass? Because I know that grass rhymes with brass, and Allah rhymes with bra. I don't know. Let's paint now, for the love of paint. Here goes nothing. Nice and well hydrated, I think. Oh yeah, there's still water in there. Bars. Hey, we got some thinkers here on the team at the Sherlock Spiner area. Where is my brass? Beer? Is bras German? Is there a different pronunciation that I'm not familiar with? I don't know. What is you're not? No, you should be bronze. Hold on. Hold on. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Bright bronze. We got it. We got it. Now, yeah, new soundboard. I gotta add new sounds at some point. I got some basics in. I just got like obviously I love that sound so much. Great sound. 11 out of sound 10. What? But now let's see. There are still places for paint here, and you know, I'm just gonna put a glove there, and I'm gonna go about my day at least, and it will be great. Who on beer, queer? I don't know. I want to copy that is not background, so it can just be. So, alrighty, sorry about no. I'm back. We're locked in. We're locked in. Let me grab a paintbrush. That's not a paintbrush. I grabbed part of it. Okay, here we go. Now. Oh, actually, I can now extend that, and I can actually see a lot better some stuff. Okay, beautiful. Spectacular. Now I'm going to try to get this guy's trim done before we, you know, continue on with anything else. And then, because then after this is done, we can do some fun stuff. The trim is a little tedious, but we got to get through it. Once we're through it, though, then I can start getting some stuff done at a wild pace, and it will be pog, to say the least. Now, welcome back, Fire Ant. Welcome back. We're painting now. It's going good. I just started painting again. It's so peaceful. I'm you know, everything's okay now, for now. But you know, I don't know what I was expecting. Don't know what I was expecting. It was not that. That was funny. That was funny stuff. I got Servitor Jim being a real contributor here to the cause of the Trenchborn Legion. You have recovered. You know, I think right now I'm in the there's five stages of grief, right? One of them is denial. I don't know when that is, which stage it is, but I think I'm there. I think it'll hit me later. This poor guy, I'm gonna break off the spindly bit at some point. Okay, there we go. Viewers. He's gonna print it out and frame it. No. No. I can't. Nope. Can't do that. Not me. Not me, gang. That's not. If someone else is brave enough, more power to you. But I have no wall space. 3. It's stage 3. Thank you. Then I'm on stage 3. I don't know what are the beginnings, or what's the first one? Is it shock, or something? Shock. I don't know. I'm a bit of a nutter. I don't grieve. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. There's you. I'm starting to... Oh, also... Oh my gosh, I'm slightly... Stay in frame. Okay, there we go. Also, the new video is up. That's exciting. That happened. It was crazy. 2 nights ago, I was woken up at 2 in the morning to the sound of a rat trap snapping outside of my door, and then I heard a rat being crushed to death for 15 minutes before it eventually died. Slightly spooky, not gonna lie. But I couldn't sleep after that for some reason, definitely not because of the rat. So I finished the video. So now the video is up. Guns and Warhammer. I think that might be the start of a little series at some point. Because I had so much fun, and there's been so many great ideas from comments of things to do, and now I'm like, okay, I think I'm definitely gonna, I want to run with that, because that was fun. I really enjoyed that, and it didn't do half bad as far as performance so far, just in the first couple days. So I'm very grateful for that. And that was, let's see, today's Thursday. That was yesterday, so I uploaded that yesterday. Wow. Feels like forever ago. That is crazy. Okay, they got brass here, there, and that looks decent there. Now, we gotta do like, you know, for a Nurgle Marine, these little pieces right here are very Slaanesh, if I may be so bold. If I may, you know, speak my opinion. If I may speak now. Congrats on my start as a gun tuber. Dude, I know it started now. My dreams are coming true, dude. I have to go now. It's late again for me. Good night. Love you all. See Nisty, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you, sir. But yeah. Yeah, that was fun. And you know, that's a true story about the police. I did. Although now that I think about it, I don't think, well, yeah, he said Garand. Oh yeah, he said Garand or Garand. You know, but the other thing, but then he I said no, it's not. It's a bolt action, and then he was like, oh, is it a gi? Is it a gi? A g something? A g a g g g a g g g? And so because I said it's a World War I gun, and he's like, oh, is it a g? And he just kept saying g, g g g. And because I am extremely knowledgeable / autistic about World War I firearms, I knew exactly right away what he was talking about. He was talking about a Gewehr 98. And so I said, oh, the Gewehr 98? And he's like, I don't know. And so I know for a fact it's the Gewehr, but Americans won't pronounce it Gewehr. They're going to pronounce it Gewehr. They're going to pronounce it Gewehr, not Gewehr. So, yeah. Just shoot any hot load 50 cal. Oh, you probably meant just don't shoot any hot 50 cal. You'll have to stick a thumb in it. Please get the reference. Please. The thing is, you don't know that I consumed GunTube a whole heck of a lot, so I'm not going to give you crap. But yes, I get the Kentucky Ballistics is one of my freaking big inspirations for the whole GunTube thing, my friend. The dude's awesome. Scott is a goat. I can say Scott. I can we're on a first name basis. I'm kind of a gun tuber myself, you know, so I'm kind of part of that community, not gonna lie, you know. Me and him, we're close. We both have Scott in our name. So, you know, it's pretty cool, you know. Just be part of that community. That's a joke. I don't have it's Scott, your father. Are you Scott Jr.? Imagine if I was. That would be crazy, but no. No, that's not me. But I Did I? No, I almost bought one of his. I need to buy one of his shirts at some point, dude, because I watched for the longest time because I was homeschooled. My routine, Scott, the man behind FNAF. That's Scott Coffin. Good sir. I don't know what Kentucky. Actually, I don't know Scott's last name from Kentucky Ballistics. Actually, yeah, it's Ballistics. His full name is literally Scott K. Ballistics, I believe, right? I don't know. I don't have to imagine I am your father. I am Scott. What? What are you talking about? Are you're, I don't think you're, dude, you're not, you won't believe me when I say this, but I don't think you're Sherlock Sr. They don't know I'm Sherlock Scott Spiner Jr. That's the real kicker. But, you know, I said it in a way to hopefully it'll sound like a joke, and you'll never know if I was joking or not. And it's going to be an absolute crazy thing to behold. I'm like half here, are we switching between shows? Oh, I'm like half here, we are switching between shows, and I'm going to lights. Oh, right, because you're working at a theater or something. It's paradoxical because you have my family hostage, but you are my family. That is a crazy paradox to bring up. But you know, I think you might be right. You might be correct. That is a crazy thing. So wait, so don't go to the light. Yeah, that's a whole. I just saw one of my. I just saw my friend play the show scene on. Is it Try Not to Die? I don't know what it is. I forget. Keep talking. No, not keep talking and nobody explodes. It was something like that. It was something like that. Scott Jr. Barnes. What are you, Mossy? What are you yapping about, Mr. Mossy M. Barnes? What are you yapping about, my friend? Have I shot a 50 cal before? No, not allowed. Not allowed. On my gun range doesn't allow it. I also don't have one. I make it sound like I have one, but I'm not allowed to shoot it. No, I don't have one. And the range doesn't allow people to shoot it, so the only... You forgot the pregnant / femboy. Dude, that's yeah. I deny it. I deny the claim. That's about all I can do. That's all. You've adopted me. What? I pay you, dude. That's not how you don't adopt your employer, right? Has there ever been an instance of someone adopting their employer? I don't think so. I don't think so. What's the most powerful round your range allows? It's just you can go up to anything, but you can't shoot 50 cal. I think that's the only cap. But people have shot they've shot Shytac. I forget the names. There were I think there were like 2 different names of Shytac. The intervention. There was an actual intervention. Okay, gotta go. Y'all have a good night. Fire Ant, thank you much for tuning in, and I'll pull an Erica Kirk and I'll go, I forgive you. Okay, that might have been too spicy. Cut that. Oh wait, it's live. Fire Ant, you be good. Thank you for tuning in. And you win. You're leaving here a winner. You're leaving here with the grand prize is what you're doing. With quite the accomplishment, to say the least. Is this guy done trimmed? I think he's all done with trim, oh, no, we still got the gun. Still got the gun. Or their little fart sprayer. It's like a Mission Impossible frickin' design or some random BS, I don't know. So 14.5, 114 is okay. What are 20 millimeters okay too? I don't know. Might be. I think it's nothing. I think it's no 50 cal or larger. If we read the fine print. But yeah, thankfully none of the calibers I shot were, you know, bigger than that. What might be funny to do, this would be deep into the Guns and Warhammer series if this does become a series, which it might. If people like it enough, it might. But I kind of want to do a shotgun slug versus a tank. That might be fun to do. Fun/funny. I just, you know, it's That was a $40 target I was shooting at in the last video. I don't know what tank I would be shooting at, but if it was in a completed tank, then it's $70 I'm shooting at for a target. Which is just a little, it's a little, oh my goodness gracious, to say the least. To put it rather bluntly. Now this guy's all trimmed out. Neat, neat. Okay, well, hold on. Hold on. They got like weird, they got metal in their head for some reason. This guy kind of looks like that Wired to the System meme. I don't know if anyone knows it's like the guy holding the phone, which can I equate a slug to a caliber? It is probably about the width of a quarter. That's how wide it is. It's like this wide, something like that. Diameter is about 20 millimeter. Yeah, fair enough. Just under a 25 millimeter base. Also, what would solid resin bullet be like? I don't know. I could probably print one and try to reload one. I haven't gotten into reloading yet, but I could get a couple tools to try it. We could. I guess this is honing illegal territory. Nah, I don't think so as far as bullets go. I just think printing the actual thing that makes the bullets go off is where things get a little iffy, if you catch my drift. I did consider, except I would have gotten banned. I was considering just printing a black square and then just hot gluing it to the back of a Glock for the video, but that would have been silly because YouTube can't tell the difference between something silly or something dead ass real sometimes, so I had to. Sorry. There's people yapping at me from all different angles after that frickin' gun video. I got yelled at, believe it or not. Oh, one thing before, this needs to get dry before I continue real quick, but there's scythes here. I'm dead. These scythes don't have texture. They need texture because rust looks great on texture. So let me pull out the texture real quick. What material or kind of printers are used to make guns? I can't think of what they could use. They just use a Bambu Labs A1 with everything hooked up will do it, I think. It's a whole, you know, there's a whole community that goes about trying to find the best way to do that, but I believe it or not, I haven't tried it. Now where do okay, here's a texture painter. I'm going to take my homemade Typhus Corrosion texture paint that I made a while ago, and, you know, we're going to texture the texture out of some texture. Really? Is it a special filament? I don't think so. It's probably cheaper and easier to just buy a real gun. It could be. Could be. I know a good starter AR runs people, it can be, if they get like the Palmetto State Armory one, it's like $500. So, I mean, combine, and that it's a whole, because I've built my own AR before. Got specific lower, specific upper. I built the whole thing, but you can get a stock one for like $500. One that's decent too, aftermarket interior, and use a printed shell. Well, here in America, you can just buy the parts kits. The only thing that needs to be registered is the lower part of an AR-15. Basically, you know where the bit of metal where the magazine inserts, that's what has to be registered. Nothing else has to be registered. So you can like customize it or buy different stuff. But it's also all state dependent. The shotgun I used was very cool. Thank you. Yeah, that was a VR80, which we got at the receiver, exactly, which we got at the start of the pandemic when we didn't know where things were going, and it's like, well, an armed society is a polite society, and so I stole that one from my father, and because the gun does so well, performs incredibly, doesn't jam at all, runs like a dream, I call it Tom Brady because it's the GOAT and it's a VR80, so it's like Tom Brady, which is American football. It's a whole it was a different time back in the day. FNF Mick and Ralph's quote. Don't know who that is. Hey, my apologies. I take the blame for that. That's on me. That's on me. I'll admit it. I will admit it. I will take that on the chin. Okay, so now I'm gonna let this texture paint dry because we need even more texture. I want more sandy, more texture, and we'll get it. You can use PLA Pro or filaments with carbon fiber. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. That makes sense. And I'll just leave this brush out and about for the next quote. But look at how this is why we have makeup sponges or makeup brushes, because that just ruins the bristles very quick. And there's no recovering that. As I always say, a polite society is an armed society. That's a quote from a shop bender in Fallout New Vegas, or is it a real saying? That's a real saying. At least I've heard it as a real saying. An armed society is a polite society, and people can debate that as much as they want. Okay. So now that this is going to be drying, and also this is already textured and textured pretty good. Hopefully you can see it, and hopefully it's not lagging this time, but you can actually make out the texture on this dude's scythe. Very texture-able. Very cool. You always took it as being specific to that vendor, fair enough. Although I will say from my experience, when I was in a place where everybody was carrying, there's never been more respect for other people among other people, if that makes sense. It was kind of a crazy thing to behold. You're walking around, everyone is strapped. But yeah, it was cool. I'm walking around, I was 13 at the time, I got 10-year-olds walking around with a Glock 17 on their hip with their whole family. The whole family's rocking it, and everyone's responsible and stuff, and it was a cool vibe. I will say that was one of the neatest things ever to partake in. Next shall be, let's see, what did I even paint next? I'm probably going to start painting the horns. So without further ado, what colors do we need for said horns? Let me go to the webcam because I'm just going to be walking around doing whatever. Oh, you... Sorry, Cheapy's being probably shell-shocked by the poor, what happened earlier in the stream. Now, let's see. My recipe is a black-brown. Let me go there. German camo black-brown. And then it is, I want to say it's... Wait, what is it? I don't remember. I like that quote from A Tank in Europe. I went to Europe and there wasn't the tension that comes with the possibility of our head being removed for a pickpocket or something. And there was just, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, guys, I'm going to be... Yeah, Sherlock, I have no words. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Let me go real quick to the monitor. And now, you tried... Hey, and you tried your best. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. I'm gonna, well, shout out to myself, I guess. We're going on a trip. Where are we going today? We're going to, I got to check out what I did for my Death Guard, which I just made a YouTube video for them just a couple weeks ago, and now I've completely forgotten how to do it. This is why I make the videos. So now part of it, it's a great win-win situation for me, because I get to make content that, people can watch, but I can also make something because I never remember what I did, so I can go back and verify it. Also, Guns and Warhammer is out now. I like how the preview is that. That's unfortunate. I wish it was me maybe shooting a gun or something. Let me go here. Just turn off the desktop. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, you can't hear me because I wasn't that ad just upset me for some reason. Don't know why. But I saw it and I watched it and I was filled with rage. But God, I have good entry. Okay, sorry, everyone's yapping. Sure, like, may I ask a question? Is bro watching the advert in full? I don't know why I was watching the advert in full. To each their own. Also, you can't hear me. Yeah, I wasn't speaking. Yes, Masi, you may. I am here. Ask away, my friend. Now, what did I use? Where did I? Oh, I didn't do the chapters, did I? Wait, I didn't go right to the. No, I didn't. Okay, hold on. Stand by. Stand by. Hold on. Hold on. These 5 more seconds. No. Yep, Netflix. What? Okay, shh. Hold on. Boom. Okay, that's great because I was completely wrong on my guess for the paints. What I had pulled out, real quick. I pulled out Tan Earth and Black Brown. So I got one of them right, and then I didn't even do a third because I'm super uber silly like that. Now let me go and grab that real quick. How much do you know me? Like, what's your take in me as a person? What a creative question. That hold on, pale brown and dark sand. Okay. I think you like Warhammer, okay? And generally, from what I've experienced, all I can say is, you know, your family's awesome. First of all, your family, very, very cool family. And then you're pretty cool as well. I mean, we've played Team Fortress 2 together. Yes, it was once, and then I have been dead ever since. But I mean, it was fun. You know, I enjoyed it. You're cool. But how much do I know? I know you're a hardworking individual. I know you can't sleep, and I know your family well. Because they are right out. They're right outside. In fact, I'm gonna go take a look at them real quick. I'm gonna go say hi because you know we're buddies like that. Okay, our families are friends, bro. Let me go check in on that. No, it's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. Get out! Stop! So that was fun. No, yeah, they're good. They're still doing just fine. Where am I? Oh, I remember. I'm I'm in the same place I always am. Paint. Wrong button. Paint. There we go. Camera, please focus. Thank you, camera. Give it up for my camera, guys. I'm sorry. That was that was very wholesome of it to do. It was like struggling. I said lock in, and it just locked in. That was incredible. Oh yeah, by the way, I got to do my shilling. Sorry, I got to do my shilling to get paid and blah blah blah. Masiman's family is being held hostage behind me right now. There's $30 to free him, £2 to not free him. You know, if you want to play, if you want him to be free, donate and say free his family. There's my shilling. Back to painting. There's my grade A shilling. Now, if you weren't convinced that I'm worth it, I hope that convinces you. Yeah, when are we gonna play some TF2? I have no idea. Though I might be able to. You know, it might be a day I'm working. Might be a day I'm working because I figured out that the company computer does have enough space for TF2, and computers can run anything can run TF2. So that might. Then I'll just, you know, while I'm taking people's orders at the gun range, I can actually be shooting guns. How fun is that? To each their own. Whoa. Okay, that's just one off there. Now, there's more stuff to... I still have more stuff to set up. You're on holiday next week? It's okay, I'm not working next week. I ain't scheduled. I thought I was going to get fired. but I didn't. Mostly because, but anywho, let's see. That's looking good. The horn, yeah, I'll do their little smokestack things for whatever from tomorrow. Fair enough. Fair enough. We can do we'll do interactive TF2. How's that sound? Does that sound like an absolute plan for real? Let's see. Now that's good. I gotta still be careful. I got to lock in. Lock in. There we go. Sorry, I've had like, dude, that's how much food I've eaten. Is I'm ashamed to admit it on stream, but I've eaten so much recently that I've actually scared myself, genuinely. So today, I said, okay, you Sherlock, Snacky Spiner, is what I said to myself. I said, don't eat food, and so I'm not eating food. And we'll see how long that lasts. But fasting is great. I love fasting. Fasting is it's weird, but it's cool. And you know, if you don't do, the other thing is I don't do any physical exercise. Well, I'm not going to count that. It counts, but I'm not going to count that. So you know, I have to watch what I eat. I have to. I have to, but I don't. But you know, but I say I have to. See, it's the ultimate strategy. And you know, everywhere you go, there you are. Also, yeah, the 14th. Don't give yourself an eating disorder. Nah. No. It's not a disorder. It's mostly just me doing experiments with food. Because was it 3 times in? It was 2 times in a row I've eaten to where I've almost thrown up, to where I gag inside. And then and then like a week earlier, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was eating a lot of unhealthy stuff to see if I would feel unhealthy. And I actually felt unhealthy when I was eating unhealthy stuff. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, so now I'm doing a hard reset. That's what's happening. I'm just doing a quick hard reset by doing a quick fast. And it's simple as that, and it's easy to do. That's what you used to say. Fair enough. You know, to each their own. You know, some people will have an eating disorder. I don't, and I won't, because I know I won't. But it's still fun to do the experiments either way, because I enjoy it. I get a great joy out of it. It's just fun. I just waddle around and then try something out, and then everywhere you go, there you are. Who is? Oh my gosh, okay, that's the same. I'm not gonna diss anyone. I just saw a thumbnail on YouTube and it was I didn't like it. Not a fan. That was bad. Not bad, but you know. Let's see. There's a lot more horns than I thought. Oh my gosh. It's a little wild. But you know, just one horn at a time, as they say. We'll get there at some point. Now, let us, and this is one guide. That is so crazy. Now, I didn't get to set up absolutely everything I wanted to set up for the stream. There's still more stuff coming to make these streams a little higher effort, because we've streamed for, my goodness, a good couple of weeks now consistently, and so now it's time to level up. It's time to, you know, time to start improving. Time to, you know, start expanding a bit, and so. There's still more stuff to do. The soundboard was big. The better camera and camera quality, another big thing. But there's still stuff I want to do. I want to make sound effects for when there's super chats and dedicated GIFs and stuff like that. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be incredible. But I was able to achieve a decent chunk of stuff like that today, which is very nice. Very fun. And now we just get to paint, you know, paint some Warhammer and, you know, actually touch a paintbrush for the first time in a couple days. Because, yeah, I didn't paint during the 14th at all. It was just yelling at the screen, essentially. But now we can get back to the actual painting and slowly get this pile of shame done with. Because once this pile of shame is done with, then I can start buying or print in newer models, start working on what's up to date and stuff like that. But it's very easy to get trapped in the staying up to date and staying in the trend stuff. But, and you know, it's not always a bad idea. But I'm not going to do that now. I got to focus on what I have here. That way we don't accumulate things and go absolutely overboard with things that we don't need to go overboard for. And we drop things for the love of, texture check. So you can kind of see a bit of the texture we're forming there. There are some crustaceans, or some textures, but there's also some spots that are still smooth. So I'm going to go back in and go even more texture paint all over these guys there. Oh, and let me look. Okay, yeah. Also for the wood on their staffs, which is funny that they still use wood in the year 40,000, but you know, to each their own. I'm also going to paint this black brown sort of color. See what we can't get with that. Let's see. Okay, there's also smokestacks. This will be fun to do. I'll have to like base coat these little smoke details white, but you know, it'll look good. I have kind of a mustard gas color that I go for, sort of that yellowish fog color. That'll be fun to do, and it matches the theme of my World War I Imperial guard army. And there's that. Oh my gosh, now we have a little thing to work under there. There we go. And also, I did do some, you're going to the largest theme park in the UK in the 27? What's the largest theme park in the UK? And what's 27? I'm going to assume that means 2027, so don't give me too much crap there. Also, I did take one of my World War I heads and I impaled it on the spike, so that's creative, right? I just got to now work around this head. I go a little too far, some might say, on my gore effects, and I couldn't even argue if someone, said, dude, you go way too far. It's just the Death Guard are spooky, dude. They're scary. Who knows what they're doing, bro? That's my excuse, anyways. Mossy, if you don't mind my asking, what's it called? I want to look it up. I want to see it. That's our next side tangent. I want to see this. Do I just have to look up largest theme park in the UK? And then we'll find it, because I'm intrigued. Because here in the States we have Great Wolf Lodge. Now that there's still more sticks everywhere. Oh my gosh, and more spikes. Yeah, there's a lot of pointy bits on these guys. Jeez, not used to that after the Plague Marines. There's like a couple on the Plague Marines, but they really went ham as far as spikes go on these frickin' guys over here. Ah, fair enough. A roller coaster. What? Okay, it's as I can only speak for myself because I've only been to American theme parks, but there was in not Florida, California. They have a Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now I guess there's Magic Mountain theme parks everywhere, so I'm trying not to get the locations mixed up. But I think it was California. They had X2 is what it was called. Was a great roller coaster. I don't know if it's still there, but that was insane. That was an insane thing to be on. Is there a Bass Pro Shop near my home? Why do you ask? Are you still playing GeoGuessr and you're gonna that question will determine what's about to happen? I don't know. There's like several. There's. It's not like, oh, let's head over to the Bass Pro Shop. It would be more so of like an outing if we were to go there. There's just not a lot in there. Well, I don't think there's like an official. Although I also haven't looked into it in forever, but I don't know if there's a Bass Pro Shop here in Wichita, Kansas. I'm not sure. There might be, though. No, I just liked the shop when I was in the U.S. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it was it's an awesome shop. Very, very fun. Very, very American. You just go. Of course, my young butt ran over to the gun section immediately. Of course, which is so sick when you're like 10 years old playing Phantom Forces on Roblox, and then you go to a Bass Pro Shop and you just basically see a gun store and you're just looking and you're like, this is crazy. I got within 16 meters in GeoGuessrs, so that's about 48 feet. Fair enough. Good for you. Good for you. That's good. You're getting better. There you go. Let's see, now this guy's done. I want to take a look at this. Oh my gosh, no, he's not. There's still a stick to do. Holy Phantom Forces. Oh, was that an elite pull? Was that good or was that bad? Tell me. Was that a reference of all time? Not good for you? Oh yeah, I know, because of what they ended up being. Yeah. Yeah, I get, for anyone wondering, I guess in the Discord server for the group, they were allowing diddlers in there, which is not good, to say the least. But yeah, I played before all that happened, or before all that was brought up, and then it wasn't until I like went back to play because I was just like on Roblox, and then the friend I was playing with, he's like, I don't play this game anymore, and I'm like, what? Why? And then he explained, and I went, oh, not good for you. Your GeoGuessr skills, I meant. Oh, that's hilarious. So you probably had no idea about the whole Phantom Forces controversy, but yeah. Yep, they were just blatantly allowing diddlers in the server, so that was kind of unfortunate, to say the least. To put that lightly. You didn't know of the fiddler. Fair enough. I thought you were associating me with them, and I'm like, well, for freaking hold on, for 5 freaking seconds. But no. All right, there we go. Now that's all primmed and painted. Very nice. Now I want to see some water park. I'm gonna do a quick little Google, and we're gonna take a look at what just what is going on in that wide world that is anywhere but America, because I'm very self-centered as an American. That's my job. Let's go to the monitor and let us take a look. Grab my keyboard right quick and let's take a look. I want to see what it's about. I want to see what it's about. The largest theme park in the UK. Alton Towers in Staffordshire. Alton Towers? Are you going there to? Are you going to Alton Towers? I'm too. I've watched too many FNAF lore videos where any name that's sort of close to Afton, I get afraid of. So let's see. That's fucking wrong. Oh my god, yeah, that's the AI overview. Hold on, what's it say, Hugh? Here, Alton Tower. It's all saying. It's all Alton Towers. Alton Towers. It's which one is it? Steer me in the right direction. Lightwater Valley, Drayton Manor, Alton Towers. It's a 4.4. It might be the biggest by landmass. Oh, fair enough. So it's not that. Oh yeah, look, and they even say here, they're like, size, acres of land. It's like, okay, frickin' anything can be on 500 acres of land. Thorpe Park. Thorpe Park. Thorpe Park is an island. Alton Towers is a estate. Look at that happy bugger. That's crazy. Whoa, golly. Jesus. Hold on. Oh. Wow. That ride that's lit up. Thorpe Park. This one. Ooh, that's fun. Ooh, that's very neat. That's very neat. Right is Hyperion. This is the Hyperion. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's quite tall. Hold on, what's the tallest? Is there? Hold on, let me look up the tallest ride because not that I'm a diehard Magic Mountain fan or anything that I would compare. Fort Park's tallest roller coaster. That's what I want to see. Hyperia. Okay, that's 236 feet. Now I want to see what Goliath Magic Mountain height 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 235 does the brother what oh wait is this in no that says it and the UK's tall dude did you see what the UK they eked it out by a foot. Tallest in the U.S. Yeah, that's in the U.S. This is just the Magic Mountain that I went to. Great ride. But yeah, that's funny how they barely eke it out. The tallest one in the USA. Your have taller. This is 36 feet here. Wait. Yeah, you eke it out by a foot there. Longer underground drop. Yeah, now what's the tallest roller coaster? Tallest roller coaster in the U.S. It's the Kingra Ka at what is this name, dude? In New Jersey is the green one. Oh, I see it. There it is. There it is. Oh, that's hilarious. They just read. I believe there was another one at King Dakar. Yeah, I think. Yep, you found it. So it's something like this. Yeah, that is hilarious. The giant drop is now the second tallest vertical. What? No, where's the actual tallest? So it's world's tallest roller coaster. That is hilarious. Just look at the size of beams, dude, to create something. It's a genre of ride like mock lunch. Yeah, I know because I've only been to the California Six Flags. I haven't been all the way to New Jersey. Got to go at some point, but because now I'm closer. So hold on. I think it was called the Velocity. Unless I'm like so wrong and silly. Velocity. There's no coaster. Oh. Full Throttle. Hold on. Which one? Famous Impulse or Super Boomerang. Velocicoaster. Maybe it was Velocicoaster. Let me copy and paste that real quick. For the love of... Click. Click, click, click. There we go. Paste. Did I just... Oh, hold on. Velocicoaster. Oh no, that's something from that's Orlando, Florida. That's a Jurassic Park ride. Oh God, what was it in Magic Mount? Oh my God, I was about to type in Magic the Gathering. Son of a gun. I don't even play the game. Hold on. Magic Mountain, California. What was it called? I'm gonna find it. Oh, was it called the Accelerator? Accelerator. Was it the Accelerator? I think it was the Accelerator. You're likely looking for Full Throttle. No, I'm looking at... No, it wasn't Full Throttle. It wasn't... Yeah, it was not this one. It was not... Oh, wait, nope, I found it. Wait, this is it. Accelerator. Accelerator Off-Ride. Oh my God, that was Knott's Berry Farm. That wasn't even Magic Mountain. I am so stupid, dude. That is hilarious. Wait. They had X2 at... X2 was... Was X2 Knott's Berry Farm or freaking Magic Mountain? Let me take an aerial look. I know this place like the back of my hand. Just kidding. Oh, it might have been... Okay, so it was Knott's Berry Farm. It's slated to be... Jeez. Saudi Arabia, I'm going to stay away from just because of the roller coasters. That genuinely terrifies me. Oh yeah, here was the greatest roller coaster. X2 roller Coaster. Because this one was nuts. Los Angeles County. So it's Knott's Berry Farm. Because at Knott's Berry Farm is the funniest thing. You go up a roller coaster and you can look at... and you can see Disneyland from there. It's the funniest freaking thing. Good plan. And the human right violations. Yeah, probably that too. 22-year-old suffered brain injury on roller coaster lawsuit. I'm not going to comment on that, but, you know, let's see. There, it's there. NCSO. Did you search up mock launch coasters? Yeah, we'll do. But X2 was nuts because you had a whole bunch of, you hang off the side here. Is that an actual... Oh, we can actually watch this? Hold on. We actually... Hold on. Let me see. Let me take a gander. Let me take a gandery goo. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, so... Yeah, so it spins you around on the side as you go up and down, which is crazy to think about. That dude's genuinely screaming. That's crazy. But yeah, it'll like spin you around and stuff like that. It was fun. It was fun. There's my house right there. I'm kidding. I've moved from there. This dude... This dude screaming's getting me excited for the roller coaster. I can't even hate. I was gonna hate, but I'm getting excited about the roller coaster. I can't even be mad. Cause yeah, now they're going like backwards. What is this, bro? What in the world?
Oh, dude, top tier.
Top 2? Yeah, for sure. For sure, I'm with them. That was just all backwards. Some of it was backwards. Some of it was forward. It was a whole. It was a whole freaking thing happening. Now, hold on. You said, let's see, where are we going now? We're going to... We're going to search up mock launch coasters. Let's search up mock launch coasters. I like the engineering of roller coaster. Very cool. I was a bit of a gamer. I played Theme Park Tycoon 2 on Roblox and, you know, made some pretty crazy stuff there. I should show it off at some point. Beyond the Cloud, Manta, oh wait, mock launch coasters, should I, like UK specifically? Or like just in general? Because we have Manta with Voltron Nevera, Europa Park, gone up so tismed. I was interested in this all in 2024, fair enough. Nah, is Mac... Oh, Mac launch with a K? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Mac launch. A Mac launch is a Premier Steel by Mac Rise utilizing too many syllables in the word linear for me. Hold on. Let me try that again. A Premier Steel roller coaster by Mac Rides utilizing linear synchronous... A Premier Steel roller coaster by Mac Rides utilizing linear synchro... A Premier Steel roller coaster by Mac Rides utilizing linear synchronous. A Premier Steel roller coaster by Mac Rides utilizing linear A Premier Steel roller coaster by Mac Rides utilizing linear synchronous. A Premier Steel roller coaster by Mac Rides utilizing linear synchronous motor LSM technology for swift, multi-phase, or multi-directional accelerations. They feature customizable smooth layouts with inversions, airtime hills, and highly immersive theming. Oh, it's a manufacturer. They made Stealth and kinda Jababa and Car. Fair enough. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's cool. Yeah, there's whole different manufacturers. Although one ride that I really liked, hold on. I think this was Knott's Berry Farm. I think this might be my favorite roller coaster of all time. It felt, hold on. I can't spell. Let me do it slowly. Hang time roller coaster. Here she is in all her glory. This was a great roller coaster. Okay, so this one was cool. Could you search up if I was right about Stealth being made by Mac Launch? Okay. Was Stealth made by Mac Launch? The Stealth roller coaster at Thorpe Park was not made by Mac Rides. It was manufactured by the Swiss company
Itamen. Itamen. Iltamen. Designed and manufactured by Intamen. So there you go. But Hang Time was good because Hang Time you actually, it was cool because, hold on, where is like a, no, there's gotta be, oh yeah, here it is. But you actually stood up. You actually stood, no, don't save it. Open it in a new tab for the love of Pete. Intamen, Mac launch. Intermin Mac launch. What? Intamen Mac launch. What? Which has... Oh, Intamen versus Mac, which has best... Wow, okay, so there's a whole... So there's... Okay, so there's... Wow, Intamen versus Mac, which has the best multi-launch coasters. That's a crazy... That's a rabbit hole. I might have to go down that in a second, but hold on. I want to talk about Hang Time. Hang Time, they just strap you in by your waist, and you, like, stand up. You have, like, a little seat that you stand on, and it's like you're on a surfboard. But what they do is they, right up here, you go up along... you go up... Hold on. You go up here. Literally, you get on right here, okay? And then they crank you up 90 degrees vertically up, and then they freeze you right here, and then they drop you, and you do all kinds of loops and stuff. I don't know if you've... Hold on, let me find the Beyblade Burst intro real quick, because I think they use magnetic propulsion like a railgun almost. Yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
not coming on Saturday.
Who gives an absolute... You don't have cash? Steal some. Okay, hold on. This is crazy, but I can't play it because I'll get copyrighted. You gotta listen to this song. It's the greatest thing ever, dude. But hold on. There's a scene in it. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. Where is it? It's probably... It's like around... It's around there. It wasn't this one. It was something... I think it was it might have been the original Beyblade. But there was... Writing on Hang Time used to... It felt like you were in the intro to, like, a Beyblade show. It was the weirdest thing, but it felt like you were in the intro. I don't know how to explain it. It just felt like you were there. You have a hunch? You think they made the ride at Drayton Manor that used to be a stand-up ride? Okay, so EOB my goat. EOB is everyone's freaking goat. What were we recommended? He's rescuing metal rogue trader Tyranids. Dang. He's doing... Oh my gosh, he's like doing Dremel work and stuff like that? Jeez. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of nuts. He's freaking... Yeah, this dude's awesome. I've learned so much from him. I learned the ultra thin super glue trick from him. That's where I first learned about it. Genius. Absolute genius. Now, you have a hunch. Okay, who made the ride at Drayton Manor? I keep thinking of McKinsey Manor or McCaney Manor. I want to get his tank pack. Fair enough. That used to be a stand-up ride. You know what I want? I want a Harry Potter broomstick ride, except if you don't hang on to the broomstick, you will go flying off and just die. It's like you gotta sit all hunched and, like, uncomfortable like that, and then it's like... Hang on. You're going for a wizarding ride. Ooh, actually, it should be something like the Dumbo ride from Disneyland. You know, all the Dumbos that fly in a circle? Except you get on a broomstick, but just all around it's like padding and like foam, those big foam cubes that they have at like the rock wall climbing parks. And when you fall off, you just fall into one of those. That's how you make it safe. You just gotta hope two people don't fall in the same place. That's my name. What are we looking at? Oh yeah, who made the ride at Drayton Manor that used to be a stand-up ride? The ride you are thinking of is Shockwave. Don't tell me what I'm thinking, you clinker bitch. Apologies. There was a club you could be part of where you could ride it backwards if you were a part of it facing the seat, but they kept breaking their nose. I could see that if you're riding in a ride that's traditionally, you face forward with probably a headrest, how people could break their nose. I could see that happening.
The ride was the wave. What is... Okay, hold on. Let me look up the wave. Drayton Manor. Let me see this. Happens, you know. Happens to the best of us. Cool. Ooh, that kind of looks fun. Now, wait. Is that the... Hold on. Oh, yeah. They're like standing up. That's interesting. You were K, the wiki page. The wiki page, is that good? We're good? Gosh, we get to learn about the history. I'm gonna learn about the history, I'm sorry, but we're all gonna learn about it now. Let's see, it was in 1994. I was on the wiki page. I know, here I am. Here I am. Right experience. Kicker wheels propel the vehicle along a straight track segment towards the chain lift hill. The train performs a slight dip before ascending the 37-meter tall, 127-foot lift. At the apex, the train executes a gradual descending left-hand turn, leading in to the first inversion, a vertical loop. Immediately following the loop, the train enters a zero-G roll. The layout then transitions into a slight leftward curve onto a straight section where the first of two on-ride photo cameras is positioned on the left side of the track. The course continues as a double-hand corkscrew, representing the two final inversions of the circuit. Upon exiting the corkscrews, the train maneuvers a right-hand turn before a final straight track segment leads the train into the brake run, returning to the station. And now we're at the lowest concurrent viewers, which is just funny to note. But I put my heart and soul into that performance, to be completely fair. References: the ride was retired, and its stand-up form to undergo a significant conversion for the 2024 season. Sit-down trains, manufactured by Art. The attraction was rebranded as the Wave, and the minimum height. What? And to increase this to younger. What? Well, they can't exceed a height limit because it's considered a place of natural beauty, so they have to be creative. Fair enough. Wow. And I thought I was ruling with an iron fist banning on Discord. These people just banned the stand-up, the core function of a ride? What is this? This is outrageous. Bro. But hold on, wait. Where's Drayton Manor Resort? Where's this located? They go underground a lot. Fair enough. Where is it? Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Where is it? It's in England. Oh, it's not even in America. Okay, I don't care. They can do whatever. Not my problem. Where was I? No, I'm kidding. We're painting. I gotta get some horns painted. We're being actually, no, what I gotta do is get some more texture paint up. Near the shithole Birmingham. Is that what Birmingham is? Well, thank you for being my my tour guide for England. I appreciate that very much. Now let me. Oh, that is texture. I don't even know. That's like slowly started to dry out, bro. That is horrifying looking. Gross. Disgusting. Let me dampen that. Let me get like a fine mix and there you go. Oh. Audio's echoey. Oh, is it still echoey? Oh, it's probably because I'm right next to my headphones, and so it picks up audio from my headphones. How about now? Is it okay? Still echoey? Let me know. I'll fix it. I don't know how, but I'll fix it. Oh yeah, now this is going to be absolutely textured. Jeez, this is going to be way too textured. How's the audio, Massiman, my friend? Is it better? Still echoey? Is it just your phone? Is it my stream? Is anyone there? Help? I'm scared. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Help? Still echoey? Mossy, are you dead? Well, welcome everyone to the game. The audio is bad? From what I'm hearing, it's fine, but hold on. That's all still muted. Let me go to the actual, let me pull up the actual stream. Hold on. Let's see if that fixed anything. Hopefully it did. Hopefully that, hopefully we got better. Is it still echoey? I'm gonna hope for the best. Let me look up the stream. I'll check it out. Hold on. Someone brought their pants for their dads, and then I'm watching an ad. Hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah, the audio is bad. Oh wait, the audio was. Oh, but the audio is fine when I transition. Okay, so hold on. Something changes when I go to painting. So when I go here, something's weird. Hold on. Let me take a gander at something here. We. No way. I think I fixed it. Did I fix it? That is crazy. That has never happened to me before, but it turned on audio from a completely different... Did that fix it? Yeah, that fixed it. Video captured... Where... Look in streaming chat. No, yeah, I'm seeing. I saw it. I think it was picking up from this camera, which is weird as all heck. Okay, well, everywhere you go, there you are, I suppose. Now I can get back to actually painting, and I don't need to watch the live stream. Look in streaming chat. You explained the UK. Oh, in the Discord. Hold on. UK explained. Mossiment, my friend. That's all I see. It crops very weirdly when you send stuff when I take a look at it. So it looks to me like the United Kingdom is the Outer Hebrews, the Northern, and then the Atlantic Ocean. Hopefully that's good and I'm not just making a fool out of myself because I'm hoping the head snap is awesome. Let's paint. R.I.P. Mossy. R.I.P. Now, look here, ladies and gentlemen, at... Whoa, my light is, like, dying on me. There we go. Look at that texture. Oh, come on. Zoom in. Zoom in. Oh, there it is. But yeah, that's it. Ain't that that's a pretty texture. That's going to look great once we do rust. All right, let's take a look. What's Mossy? You explicitly cropped that. Okay, Outer Hebrews, Oak Island, Shit Island, Scottsdale, Blood Meridian, North Star, Shit, and that's this one. You're okay. So England, the Thames, Leeds, and Penicillin, Isle of Man. That's good. That's good. And we have... Okay, so London's good. London's good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fascinating. Very fascinating stuff. Wales. Wow. Oh, you have Plymouth? I thought that was a place in America. I'm not even kidding. I thought that was like some cursed place. Wow. Okay, so Ireland and Dublin is just a sheet of ice. I didn't even know that. That's crazy, dude. I'm learning so much about Britain right now, bro. Huh. Wow. Channel Funnel. Dover. Oh, is that the Dover from the from Ben Dover himself? Crazy works. Now, let's continue a tad bit of painting. In the little time that we have left, let us see what we can't achieve through through paint. Also, here's the end of this brush. I think it is seen its day. So, R.I.P. for real. Now, I got some more horns to paint up, so let's paint up these horns. Now, that's a horn. That's a horn. I know, riveting stuff, I know. You know, feel free to subscribe, like, share, do all the, you know, all the, because, you know, this is only the highest quality content here. I know. And there's, oh my goodness. This is going to be interesting because now we have, oh my gosh, it splits the metal, so they're forcing me to be careful here. And being careful is boring. I made it through it, though. We made it through. We did it. We're still good. We're still golden. And now let me hit this guy. This guy and this guy. There's a lot happening here. It's gonna be a I think maybe for streaming, I'm gonna once I get this pile of shame done, I gotta get it done first before I start going off and buying whatever. I think maybe focus on vehicles. This is fun, but vehicles I can for detailed guys like these, I gotta be all up close staring at them. And then maybe I can shoot some more vehicles with guns and we can see you know, we can see what that brings. But, you know, until then we gotta paint the horns, and we gotta just accept that's what we gotta do real quick. And a wash will save all of my imperfections, which is why I like using washes. Oh, that's funny. I actually snapped off the horn that went through this Steilhelm. Fair enough. I don't think the local German's there to tell me if that's how you say it or to directly translate it, but I think it means steel helmet. But I don't know. Our resident German's not here. It's devastating. But we gotta, you know, it teaches us to fend for ourselves. Ain't that right? Now there's you. There. You there. Goodness gracious. There's a whole lot to paint. And paint it will be. Right? Okay. This is you know, this it's riveting stuff that's happening. Don't nobody worry. I'm gonna paint a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna get extremely ADHD about it, and I'm going to like play around to slither.io because why not? Because free will exists. That's exactly why. That's why I do. So let's just paint these stacks first. Honestly, I shouldn't be worrying too much about the smoke. That's all got to be redone in white anyways. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. We just have to work our way under it. Because at the time, I wasn't familiar that doing sub-assemblies was a good idea. I just really enjoyed building the entire thing, which is satisfying. You just, you know, you gotta pay the price for it later on times like these. Would have been preferable to do smoke separately, because then I could just airbrush it. Might snap off. Oh my gosh, it snaps off. We're saved. Okay. Thank goodness. I will be doing this for hopefully both of these. These guys are on well. Well, at least I haven't painted these guys yet, so that works out just beautifully. There. That is already so much nicer. That is very, very neat. And a good lesson for the future. Yeah, next after these guys, I'm probably going to paint... I don't know what the next... I think the next video might be me painting a Primarch. I might be painting Mortarion, which is kind of an intimidating thing to say. And I don't know if that's exactly what's going to happen, but I have a Mortarion Primarch that's in need of doing, and he's part of my pile of shame. And so now we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens. But if I paint him, then, you know, I can paint anything, because there's a lot of stuff happening there. Good luck. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna need it. It's gonna be a task. I've never painted a Primarch before. The only thing close And when I use close very loosely, but would be my Lord Solar for my Imperial Guard army. But that's not so much a Primarch as it is just a high-ranking officer. I'm painting an actual, like, Demon Lord thing, which is going to be very, very interesting. And now the horns are almost done. That's a tongue. Oh, okay. Here we go on the feet. All right, that's funny. The last guy had a lot more horns, but this guy, not as many. Very interesting. Interestingly enough. Now, there's that. That looks good there. And I think now we can move on. We can get one guy done. And then when we go back, let me take a look at this guy real quick. There's a decent amount of horns here, a decent amount of stuff happening. To round out the stream, and because it's a bit of a tedious part, and I'm like, you know what? Pass. I am going to play around with Slither.io to take my mind off all the focus, because it's tedious. The trim was tedious, but now it's just the horns here, because we really they're all jutting out and bunched into the white armor. The trim is like separate, but the horns will sometimes mold into it, so it leaves us with a whole just can of worms that we have to, like, you know, then just try to work towards. So let's go to the monitor. And hopefully the audio is still okay. Okay, audio's still good there. Oh, I might have, like, hit a button on the keyboard by accident, which screwed something up. Hold on. Sherlock Spiner's about to enter the zone. So get ready. Let's see here. Hello, little one. This is riveting stuff, I know, but hold on. I'm gonna make it to the leaderboard in this run. First run. I'm gonna absolutely nail it. Are you AFK, dude? Are you actually AFK? He's actually AFK. Also, just warming up, You know, I didn't say that had to be the run. I don't think. Don't skip back 30 seconds. But no, we're here now, and we're out for blood. We're out for blood. Let me get this. Boom, got that. Look over there. There's stuff happening. There was lag. You know, a lot of lag is happening today. That is absolutely crazy. Hold on. Stand by. The situation will be okay. We have to just, you know, keep calm. Oh, hey, bud. I'm literally going to DQ you out, dude. He's shaking his head. No, I ran out of stamina. Dang it. Okay. Hold on. We got to load up on... You thief. Oh, that dude got him. Whoa, there's a lot happening there. Hold on. There's a big guy up here. There's a big guy somewhere. Whoa, way up there. Oh, he's trying to kidnap someone. Watch this. We're gonna see an Andrew bot. No. He freaking captured me, dude. He captured. And then we go back to painting, and then we have one last guy, and now let's paint him up real quick. This will be fine. It's you know, I'm good at the game. I just wasn't good then. You know, I'm not coping for my lack of skills. I would never. That's wow, look at that guy. He's got a horn now. That's crazy. Oh, I'm excited to paint the cloth. The cloth on these guys in the capes. I'm excited to paint that. I'm not sure what color I'm gonna go with just yet. What color scheme am I doing? I'm going for more of a Warhammer 30K, the Horus Heresy color scheme. Before they were turned to Nurgle. Like in the lore, they started with like this pale armor with green shoulder pads. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to do green shoulder pads. And then after Typhus sold them out to Nurgle, then their armor turned green. I personally just enjoy... I like the Horus Heresy scheme a lot better, personally. Because it shows weathering and it shows the grossness very well. Very well. Palette hand, so maybe.
I usually just prime them black and then I airbrush them with some Vallejo dark sand and then kind of go at it from there with just mostly Vallejo paints. Although I do use some Army Painter contrast paints because those are great to, or speed paints because those are great for blending. Love blending with some of those colors. You can get some. There's some grotesque stuff you can do when you have a white base coat. That's why I like it so much because it's easier to blend on, at least for me. Now, that's good there. Oh, I should actually, before I forget, but yeah, I actually have to paint. I usually paint the shoulder, the pauldrons next. That's usually what I do, and that won't be too difficult. I'll just finish painting these up, and then I'll do that real quick. I might have to come back on these guys, so that'll be fine. It will be doable. What on? Okay, we're okay. And now let's grab. We just have to be careful of the rest of the armor that's happening, which is, it's a little tedious. But my goodness, I'm gonna try it. I mean, this actually goes all the way in there because yeah, we have to like trace that, and it's a task for sure. But we're doing it. We're not doing too bad at it. It's slowly but surely. That's just, that's exactly what some of these details are. This ain't no fast infantry painting because these guys, I want this army to look good. I like a nice looking army when there's larger units like this. And I say larger. I know. Actually, I have a question. Here's my engagement bait. As far as, do you consider like say we take a standard Space Marine or a Plague Marine? I think they're like the same size of a Space Marine. Do you see that? And do you see a small model, a large model, a medium model, or do you go that's like an average model? That's a usual size, or are you like that's a big number, or that's a big model, or that's large? Because to me, these are like pretty big or medium. These are medium-sized models to me because I play Guard where I've painted hundreds of infantry. And so now when I like to look at a guy like this, I'm like, this dude's freaking huge. When compared to, actually I have one guy on hand on a stick, but when compared to someone just like that, I'm like, wow, this dude is huge, big boy. There you go. Like, what's your location in Social Security? I need it for science and Steam purchase support is asking. What? Gonna be dead honest. Don't. Not sure what schemes are going on there. I won't give you my location. As far as like my exact relative to Guard, I guess. Yeah, that's just kind of what I have to as a reference because I started with Guard and infantry. But Mossy, I've already told you I live in Wichita, Kansas, like 15 times now. Is that not enough? Do you literally need the area code? Which, I mean, if you need an area code, I could give it to you right quick. It's I forget what the one yes, and house number. I wouldn't call this a house. This is just an parchment. This is a piece of paper. I'm not real. You like the hunt? No, please give me clues. I like the hunt. Okay, I'll give you. I don't remember exactly. I live on a street, and it's like across the street from me, from my apartment, is the next area code, and so I get them confused all the time. So let me look it up right quick, okay? After I base coat this guy just a little longer. What paint am I using for the metal? Do I still have it on hand? No, I don't. There we go. I use Bright Bronze. Yeah, I use Bright Bronze from a Vallejo Game Color. That's my preferred trim. It looks a little interesting to start, but once it's grimed up, I find it really starts to look good. It's a trust the process sort of vibe with this whole thing. Give me an idea of the fast food places near you. Waffle House, freaking
Harvey's and Wendy's, which I call Wendoozle, after I got into a fight with one of the cashiers there and almost knocked their teeth out, but that's a story for another time. You thought you recognized it? Fair enough, yep. Now, let's see. There's that. So yeah, there's my restaurants. I hope that helps. But yeah, I'll get you the actual area code because hold on. And I can get you the PO box number while I'm at it. I'm just kidding. I don't have a PO box. I would be too afraid. After what I've witnessed earlier today, I don't know if I could do it. But hold on, let me find it for you. Are you thinking of doing the Rust effects? I have a I just use Dirty Down Rust. When I do Rust for at least weapons, although there's a couple different things I do. I'm hearing Harvey's is just in Canada. That something's burning. Well, nothing I can do. Unless it's like right behind me. Oh no, that's like a match. Someone lit a match. And I will end up shooting it? No, I will not shoot it. I will just burn it. You open a PO, you are screwed lovingly. Very much so. Very much so. Now, let's see. Let me go to the webcam. What on God's green earth? That smells like incense. I'm not even kidding. Is someone about to demon cleanse me? Oh, I knew I recognized it. Okay, don't worry. There's no fire, but outside, back there, they're doing some, if there's a burning smell, please investigate. They're doing some grinder work. They're sawing through metal. I knew I recognized it. Yeah, I thought I recognized it. No. I don't know if I've mentioned this a couple times on stream. But they're doing work back there. And so they have a Marburg porta potty. Or no, that's a Mars bar. And they have a freaking porta potty there, okay? And they got to clean it. That's what they were doing. And I thought that was the smell of burning. But no, they were vacuuming out the crap. So, and I thought that was a burning smell, and then I thought it was the sound of a grinder, because I went outside and they are doing some grind work, but no, they were, the workshop's now filled with a poop smell. So that's unfortunate, to say the least, to put it bluntly. And then, let's see, what was my area code? Poopy Musk, very much so. Yeah, my area code was freaking, what was it? It was 206 335. 206 335. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, that's a completely different area. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to find it. I'll find it in a second. What in the world? That was completely wrong. So don't disregard that. Hold on. Wichita. Oh my God, I spelled Wichita. I spelled Kansas autocorrected to Alaska for some reason. That's crazy. Wichita, Kansas zip code. Which range from? Yeah, I don't care about what you range from. No, hold on. Was I 226 or 230? I'm 226. I'm 67226. That's me. 67226. So everywhere you go, there you are. But anyways, let me try to see if I can't get. We got 5 minutes left. We are now going to attempt to fin. Whoa, it's just complete darkness. There's my hand. I'm gonna see if I can't get any more horns done before the clock strikes 12 and midnight arrives. We got to cock our guns and sharpen our knives because there's a grand prize for the bat's demise. That's a reference. Not a good one, but it's a reference nonetheless. And you know, I'll admit that. I'll admit that. Also, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Did I dox my do not do I varnish minis? I don't. No, I do. Hold on. On some minis I don't, on some minis I do. But for these guys, I forgot, but yes, I do varnish them. I just use AK Interactive Ultra Matte Varnish. And I do a go of that, and then after I do that, I do my blood effects, just so everything's nice and glossy for, you know, the final product. On, like, infantry, I won't varnish. On tanks, pretty much everything I just varnish with AK Interactive Ultra Matte Varnish. That's just my personal favorite way to do it. But, you know, there's other varnishes out there. I just haven't tried them. Okay. Mossy, I hope you're not, like, pinpointing my location with that information. I gave that to you in trust, my friend. That was, you know, that was supposed to be just a secret between us. Between you, me, and please tell me there's not. Oh my god, there are we actually have more viewers than usual. Okay, well that was a moment for sure. Well, everywhere you go, there you are. Don't send me chocolate. I'm allergic. No, I'm kidding. Love chocolate. You pled the fifth? Okay. Wait, you're British. British don't have a fifth. I don't think. You can't. That trick won't work with me. Nope. So you gotta try something else. You gotta, like, plead the 16th. I don't know. Like the M16 house or MI6. Don't you have? Isn't that your equivalent of the CIA? I don't remember. I just saw, like, a Jack Ryan movie, and then they mentioned that, and I'm like, wow, MI6. And then we watched another show, and they mentioned MI6 again. And I'm like, wow, we are here. We're just chilling at MI6 every chance we get. It was pretty crazy. You're in my walls. You kit bash any part of my minis? Occasionally, if I'm feeling frisky. At least on these guys. These guys, I generally keep them. I just build them by the box. I have kit bashed, like, extra Plague Marines with the extra bits. Like, this is a guy made up completely of extra bits. You can kind of see because there's, like, holes in the cape there. Nothing that will be noticeable once it's painted. But I do kit bash my infantry for my guard because those I use third party miniatures to do a whole shebang on that front there. I think I have them. They might be visible behind me in my display cases. I just moved these so I can showcase them more often when we get questions like that. So let me just finish painting a bit of the wood handle here, and then let me get some of those guys just to give you a quick example. Oh my gosh, in 2 minutes, because then I need to leave before all hell is let loose. And that is a reference. Now let's see. Now that guy's all good, gone, done, dusted. Anything on, no horns on the feet. Quick look over, quick once over, looking good. Maybe hit a dot there, and now that's good there. Now let's see. Do I use 3D printed parts for my minis? No. Or, I mean, if you count the base, then yeah, I'll do, like, I 3D print dead bodies, for my bases to act as just for some sprinkling in, but I don't do, like, dedicated parts. I like plastic, building for the most part. Now let me go to the webcam here and let me see if I can't. So, okay, here they all are. There's a line of infantry right there. Let me take this off and go grab one. Is there hope in my valleys? Why would you ask such a thing? I don't appreciate that. Hold on, let's see. Let me grab that. Okay, just so now we have a reference. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm not gonna... I gotta recover from that. That shook me. You know, it not might be, dude. You kind of nailed it. Here's two of them. These are the guys I kit bash. I take sci-fi arms and I put them on World War I bodies. So I have Russians here, and I have Germans here. And so I just do some kit bashing like that. My Cadians, they're not kit bashed. They're just a one kit that I use. And then that gets us one of these guys. So this is just all one kit, but I mean, this is my favorite plastic kit of all time. These are the greatest infantry ever, in my opinion. But, you know, they're not the most detailed, which I'll admit, they don't have the nicest paint jobs, but when you're painting, when I have over 200, I have 280 just on that shelf, you know, it's the details don't matter as much because the quantity has a quality of its own. Hello, I'm in the same boat. I love kit bashing too. It saved me so much money. Dude, I know. It has been such a savior because I love mass infantry. It's just, I don't want to, and this is just me personally, I don't really want to pay $52 for 10 infantry from the official GW site. Because when you want 100 infantry, that number goes up very quickly. So, kit bashing and just buying third party is one of my favorite things ever. I have lost money on kit bashing. Dude, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think I've had a proper failure yet. Maybe some close calls. But nothing too crazy. Yet. You know, there's still a lot of life left. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is where I call it for the day. It is now time for me to skedaddle. We got some stuff done. I'm not too dissatisfied with what we were able to do. We finished out some trim. We started painting some horns, and also had to. First 20 minutes of the stream was me being shell-shocked by remnants of our war. Of a war that we had in the Discord on the 14th. For anyone who doesn't know, the 14th, 2 days ago, was quite an event, quite a sight to behold, in which the Discord made a valiant stand against the tyrannical moderator, me, and they made their voice known. And so there was a remnant of that earlier today, which I will not showcase again, which I will delete, and I will then now bathe my eyes in bleach. But on that note, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the stream. Oh, the sides look amazing. Oh yeah, real quick. Sorry. Let me tell you what I did. Thank you. I still gotta do some rust on them, but I made a homemade texture paint. So it's kind of like it's almost like a slightly thicker grain Agrax or not Agrax, or say Typhus corrosion. Put that on there. So it's almost like dip it in sand, and then I'm going to take some dirty down rust, and the texture that creates. Let me show you the texture. Let me show you what it will become. Now there's blood effects on this guy, but you can kind of see what's going on. It will eventually turn into this, and we will have that. Now there's a bunch of blood effects on that guy, but I'm very happy with how rust turns out dirty down rust turns out on texture. It's very cool. Very cool. But on that note, it's a really cool touch. Thank you much. Leaf, howdy, howdy. Good to see you. I don't know if you saw earlier, but it was violent, Leaf. It was so terrible. It was so terrible. But, you know, I got caught. All right, everyone. Y'all take care. Y'all be good. And thanks so much for tuning in. More fun stuff happening soon. I'm just getting started. And until I see you in the next one. Hold on, get to the actual webcam. Good. Leaf, I honestly would feel like I feel like it would be meaner for me to tell you. I would rather be a dick about not telling you than actually tell you. I feel like it's being kinder being a dick and not telling you. If that you know, if you know, you know. Scroll up in the stream chat in the Discord and you'll find it. But anyways, goodbye. Oh wait, hold on.